Now I'm wasting around time, man. If you've never been involved, then don't talk about it. I see a killer doing interview with Tell Me. Why you ain't clear up the rumor when you know about it? See, I know how to go about it, then just don't talk about it. He's screaming, no, I think he let a hoe get him. Why you go? I think he might got it. Damn, 15 minutes, man. Just to get this shit started. Fuck shit. Okay. Fifth episode. Gentlemen, I trust that you're okay. Welcome to the other side, man, where every day is a chance to become better. Okay, as you can see, you're about to wrap this shit up, man. This is the fifth episode of the Car Talk Show. In a way, just basically me and you just talking, basically talking about controversial stuff in life. I mean, just big stuff in life. So today, as you can see on the thumbnail, I'm going to be talking about dating versus marriage. I mean, yeah, how to maneuver those things. I mean, if you're new to the channel, man, welcome to the other side. Subscribe and stuff. You're like, how are you going to tell me shit? You little for you are young and shit. You haven't experienced this shit, but hey, main thing is life is just about advice. If you can extract any good of what I'm saying, I think it would help you out in your life. I'm not saying take everything literally, but I'm pretty sure some things in life will help you that I'm gonna say. So without wasting too much time, let's just jump into it. And the first point that I've written down that I wanted to talk about is, before we even go anywhere, this is the first thing we need to talk about: financials. Fuck, when you talk about dating, marriage, these two things, you need to get your financial on point, on check. I mean, dating, you could maneuver, being on some broke nigga shit, doing all that shit while you're fucking broke, while your financials are not in set, while you're setting them. But for marriage, if you're someone who is fucking broke, or you don't have your financials in order, forget about marriage right now. It's not your thing. Because marriage, because the thing with marriage, you're not just, getting the girl, or some shit. You will have children after that. That needs stability. You are building a future, building an empire. That needs stability. You can't just rush into it, get married and stuff. Especially if you're a guy. This message is for the guys. Gentlemen, please, please, please. If your financials are not in order, don't even fucking think about marriage and shit. If let's say you're a guy right now who wants to get that shit, you must have at least 6 months worth of savings of day-to-day expenses that will cater for you and her, and and the child. Even if you don't plan to have a child there, you need to have your financials on straight. That's a very critical component of getting married. I think a lot of people miss. Don't get married when you're fucking broke, guys. No love, we're in love and all that shit. She will leave you because because we know this thing, right? 80% of divorces are filed by women, and one of the main reason they leave is because of fucking financial reason, fucking problem. So don't fucking get married when your financials are not straight, please. Even when dating, just plain basically dating. This one is a big one, guys. You need to get your financials on straight. When you're broke, maneuvering, paycheck to paycheck, doing all that shit. I mean, chicks. It's just like It's just like the perfect digital of disrespect. I'm not saying when you get money, that's when you're going to be respected. Obviously, you will be. You must command respect, even if you're broke and stuff. But I'm saying that respect will come automatically more when you just have your shit together. You know what you're doing. You have a vision. You are going somewhere. I pray you have a vision. You must have a vision. Watch my other videos. I mean, everyone who is on the channel, I don't just want you to watch this just for the sake of watching. You should be planning. You should have an end goal that you're going. So the first thing that I want to get out of the way, guys, don't get don't get fucking married while you're broke. Okay. And the second thing is age. Remember, I'll say this again. This fucking advice is tailored to guys, to young men. If you're below 30, you're a fucking young man. This message is tailored to you. Please don't get married while you're fucking young. This is I would say one thing that you fucking get wrong, especially in this day and age. I mean, that shit would have been cool or perfect. I mean, if it were back in the day where there was no social media, where there was no access. Let's talk about access real quick. Where the only guys you're competing with were the guys in your fucking town, in your little town. And she didn't see that much. She didn't see that much of guys living, though she saw them. They were not hitting her as much because they were not that much. I mean, now compared to social media, man, millions, fucking millions. So they see the different every day with social media. I mean, I'm not even making this up. You know this. You constantly see other people living a certain lifestyle. I mean, celebrities setting up a certain standard, and all this shit. So when you get married while you're fucking young, and I know a lot of guys don't even have, a lot of sexual experience with women and game and stuff. So it's easy to get bamboozled, guys. Fuck, that's why you see, the shit ends up crashing. The women leave. I mean, most of the time they fucking leave. Get all this guy stuff. The little that he had, even though you didn't have that much of an danger. So even if you have fucking money when you're young, guys, this is not something you should rush into. You should get into it when you've fuck all the hoes, man. And I'm not saying this just for the sake of saying it, but you should get experience with women, know how they deal, how they act, and all that stuff. And frankly, that just takes experience and also maturity, bruh. If you're not 30 and up, don't even fucking think about getting married and shit. This is not something that should be on your mind. Getting your financial straight should be on your mind. You're building a foundation for your future. Don't even fuck, man. Don't even try. Yeah. And another thing that I would talk about age, I would say don't date chicks that are way too older than you. I would say, yeah. I mean, for obvious reasons. I mean, being ran through a lot more than the younger ones talk to you, and they just come with baggage, man. They're not easy to deal with, in the sense that they're always, they have a masculine frame. They're always, constantly, no, do this. Why don't you? I mean, if you find a chick that's way older than you, that listens to, kudos to you, man. You can puff your chest, but ideally, I advise guys to just, avoid this type of women and focus on girls that have less baggage and traumas, I would say. And the third point, I think I've already touched about it, is sexual experience. I mean, bruh, if you're not paying more than 30 chicks enough, man, holy shit. Don't even think about marriage. I mean, personally, I wouldn't break it. Say I've hit that goal now, but I'm on my way. But yeah, sexual experience is really fucking. It's something that's very important. And by that, I don't just mean just having sex with a lot of girls. I mean actually knowing how to maneuver into that side of your life. Mastering your sexual mastery. You don't want to get into a marriage when you don't have any sexual experience, right? It's fuck. you need to, as a guy, you need to plan everything, know everything, to help your marriage go further. Because after all the hard stuff, getting the house in order and all the hard shit, you know, at the end of the day, women just want to be all that love shit. So sexual mastery is very important, even when you're dating, or especially when you're dating. I mean, you need to master it. You need to have sexual mastery. This is something, I mean, we'll talk about it in the future, these topics. I mean, this is just a cut-off show. I'm not going to go deep into a lot of stuff. We're just basically talking and stuff. So that's something that I would say you need to think about before you start process thinking about marriage or dating. And the fourth point is religion. I mean, we all knew this one was going to come in some. But yeah, I mean, religion is very fucking important. A lot of you guys, if you let's just talk about one thing. I would say friction. Most relationships fail because there's friction. And you might be like, no, we have chemistry, this shit, we get along together, we can beat this, we can beat this, we fuck the world. Bro, the thing is very fucking simple. You have a social circle, you have a life, you have a family, you have everything, right? I'm pretty sure wherever you're watching me from, you have a certain religion, whether it's Muslim, Christianity, Hinduism, whatever it is. If you're an atheist, get a fucking religion. So yeah, in Christianity. So yeah, that's what I would say. So you don't want to bring someone, firstly, who is of a different religion and bring them into your life, and a chick, we're talking about a chick, and bring her into your life and try to make the shit work. Obviously, because of religious differences, shit will never work, man. It's like your core beliefs of life, they don't fucking, they are going different directions, and you're just trying to they're going different directions, and you're trying to put them near, they're just trying to go. So unless the chick is willing to convert to your religion, not you don't go into a woman's frame, she comes into your frame. So unless it's that, I would really advise it. And don't fucking don't get married to a chick who doesn't go to church, guys, who doesn't believe in God. um if you are a Muslim, a chick who doesn't go to the mosque, these are very, they might seem like small things when we're talking about them, but you will see that they will eventually affect you, guys. Doesn't matter if the sex is fucking great. Okay. And game. Okay. Okay. You need game. Oh, I say I touched it when I talked about sexual experience. I mean, game, bruh. I mean, the thing about seduction, it's a fucking constant thing. It never stops because guys think, no, no, no. I get this girl, she becomes a girl, will get married, and I've won the game of life. Nah, nigga. Seduction is a day-to-day basis. It's a continuous thing. You have to have fucking game before you fucking get married. You have to practice game while you're dating, because gaming, gaming a chick, right, is something that you do every day. Where doing, or she falls in love, whether you're in a phase where you're being nonchalant towards being cold and stuff, so that she chases you, or you're in a point where it's just honeymoon phase, all that shit, or however your game is. Me, personally, I like to play coquettish games, so where I'm cold here and then and hot sometimes. So you need to have game constantly. This is something, just because you're getting married, is something that you're not going to throw it out of the bus. It's something that you're going to constantly do to your fucking chick. And even if you get a girlfriend, it's the same thing. That you keep gaming, even if you've got her, even if you have sex with it, you continuously game the chick. The game never stops. Fucking game of life, man. And my next point I'm going to be talking about is frame. Oh, so remember when I talked about religion and I said a chick comes into your frame, you don't go into a frame. This is now I want to talk about it at large, guys. Have you ever heard of fucking boundaries? Fuck, I swear to God, man, it gets to me when I see a chick, just talking, shouting at a fucking guy, like is a fucking child, face to full, and telling him to do stuff that she gets to me, man. Because I mean, that guy is essentially being emasculated. He is now the bitch in the relationship, and she's the man in the relationship. So you need to have frame to avoid those kind of situations. You need to have frame. Um, fuck, I'm not saying fame. I mean frame. Well, what do I mean by frame? You need to set clear, concise boundaries. If you say you don't go out on Fridays to party, she doesn't go out. You don't post certain shit on social media. You are not on social media. You don't have guy friends and all that stuff. When you set boundaries, set clear, concise boundaries. You don't have to constantly yap about your boundaries, and you make it very, very clear that if these boundaries are stepped on, walked on, was remember these are the things that you don't fucking want from your girl. You just fucking make it clear that it could end or just fucking end it. Yeah, I mean negotiating and all that stuff. No, no, maybe. Oh, if I can't go out on Friday, can I go out on Saturday or Sunday? Nah, nigga. When you say the boundaries, there are no negotiations. This is where you are saying if you enter this way, you are officially single. If you go out on fucking Friday or Saturday, you are officially fucking single. So you need to set boundaries. That way, you keep your masculine frame and fucking don't stay with your fucking girlfriend. Fuck, don't stay with your girlfriend. No, don't live at the same place with your girlfriend. I mean, unless maybe when you get married, that's when you do the living together thing. But don't fucking do it while she's your girlfriend. Never. You need to hold firm. This is where the test of being a man, where it comes, where your principles, philosophy, and everything. When someone is pushing against back doors, you need to stand your ground and say, hey, you can simply leave if you don't want to be on my program, because you're not creating a program with her together. You're not going on to her program. You must have a goal, you must have a program, you must have a purpose in life, and she just comes to add up to that. Simple as that. That's how your relation. But if you try to make there is no 50-50 shit in a fucking relationship, guys. There are no fucking two presidents of a fucking country. There's only one president, and you have to accept that you're the leader, you're the man, you're the one who is responsible for everything that happens. And by everything, I mean the good and the bad. You're the one who's responsible for you guys to eat. You're the one responsible to lead you guys when you're in danger. When someone comes and tries to threaten you, you are the one who stands up and protects and fights. That comes with everything. You are in charge. You have to be in charge. You have to hold firm, whether you're dating or you're getting married. That's a very critical component of life. Otherwise, you'll be just digging your grave slowly, man. And then that disrespect will start. It will start. It will creep walk onto you, man. Never do that shit. Because I mean, women when they are with a guy that they don't respect, who doesn't have boundaries, bro, you know what happens. It's a walk show, nigga. They walk all over you and shit. So frame is. We'll talk. I think we'll go deep into these things in the future, but you already know. And my last thoughts. My last thoughts about dating. I mean, yeah, guys. I think it's something that you should do. Uh, but your girl should never be comfortable. She should know she can be replaced at any time. If anything, I actually advise you to have 2 or 3 girlfriends. I would say. Uh, if you have one single chick, uh, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. But you also need to have a lot of sexual experience to be able to handle some of these women, because you never know, man. Unless you've got a good girl that you know from day one, sure, it's just been that way and all that stuff. But I mean, you need to know female nature, man. That's one thing I would say. If you watch the previous video, I think I recommend books to read about female nature, The Rational Male by Rollo Tomasi. But yeah, my last thought, that's about dating. And then marriage. Don't even think about it before you reach 30. And if anything, I really don't like to advise guys to get married with the law, with John Law involved. Yeah, that's because unless you get a good lawyer and get a prenuptial agreement, that when you guys separate, you won't fuck up and take half of your stuff. If you and make a sign this shit, you just, hey, babe, you know, gotta sign this shit, man. It is what it is. So you need to have a prenuptial agreement. That's one thing, or you'll get married. That's why I mentioned religion earlier. If you have a religion, you get married under religion. Under the eyes of the Lord. It doesn't have to have John Law in it. Because the moment it has John Law in it, man, you know how it is. Even if you are getting married under the eyes of the Lord, you should consult a lawyer, find a lawyer, a good one also, and they will tell you what the rules of the state where you're living, or the country, or whatever. They'll tell you the rules about marriage and stuff, and help you compare, because you don't want to be fucked up, because a lot of guys get fucked over, man. Maybe even sometimes they cheat shits, she wants to leave and shit and take off your shit. So never, guys, get married while you don't know the full context of it. Don't just rush into the shit. No, it's a very something that's very hard. It's not something that is very easy. Go to couples counseling and all that stuff before you even get married and all that shit. Make sure because I'm pretty sure, I don't know about other religion, but you take, in Christianity, your chick gets trained to be a wife and stuff. She goes on a recruit training, so you need those sort of conversions and stuff. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's fucking long. I don't know how long it is. But that's it for the video. Fifth episode. We're about to end the cut of show, man. I mean, it's been a good ride with you guys. Anyways, you know the ritual, right? Yeah, yeah. You have to do the ritual where we play rock paper scissors. If I win, you like the video, and if you win, you like the video. If you like how that sounds, let's get it. I want you put your phone down. Give you a second. Okay, you can just pause, motherfucker. Pause. Oh, play rock paper scissors. Okay, let's go. Rock paper scissors. Slaughter out.